Hello there, escapers. My name is Zenavilius, and my dreams finally come true. As you can see, it says I've just managed to buy myself a Staphos Liske from the GE. This, my friends, is the single biggest investment I have ever made in PVM. In fact, the single biggest investment I've ever made, full stop. Here we go. This is the moment of truth. There it is, guys. One small step for Zen, one absolutely giant leap for Zenkind. It has been the culmination of 4 years of araxxor and 3 years of lootable raids that I've done that has led to this. So if you want to watch how it happened, the things that I had to do, the things that I had to sell, the ways that I had to die to get this, well, watch on. Otherwise, you can skip to the end of the video to see how I perk it up and what I'm going to do with it.
Well then, guys. First kill of the day, and that is the last araxxor kill I'm ever going to do. Talk about getting lucky. Wow. So that is the end of araxxor. I can now make 4 legs, and I've got too many hilts. But that is literally the end of my araxxor career. 3140 KC. I'm not going to do it unless someone asks me to do it for the lols or anything. So that will be the final value. 3.14 guys. 1000 pi araxxor kills. Okay guys, the first step is to get rid of all those acto and normal raids armor that's been in my bank. It's just been gathering dust. It's worth a lot of money if someone kills me at the Wilderness, and thankfully I have my trusty friend Sir Vince here. How you doing, Vince?
Hello, I'm doing very great. How about you?
I'm good. I bet you're looking forward to killing me.
Oh yes,
and
I am.
scamming the hell out of me, but
Of course.
let's hope that doesn't happen. So I just calculated that everything in my inventory is basically all my normal raids gear, which I don't need anymore because I only needed it when I needed to double my chance of getting the acto, and also all my spare acto, that is my second pieces of all the acto, and you can see I've got quite a few. So now the normal raids armor is worth 40.4 mil, and the acto in my inventory is worth 140.2 mil, so in total it should be around 180.6 mil. Now obviously it may not be quite that much because the Tempest armor is slightly uncharged, so it will drop a few less coins, but that's what I expect. So Vince, you better trade me 180.6 mil.
Sure. Wait.
So I'm just going to test the first thing out by banking everything except one and having Vince kill me to see if it works properly, and then we'll do everything in one go. Okay guys, you probably haven't seen me naked, but here I am. Okay, that sounded weird. But Vince is going to kill me with these 2 items. They should drop 6 mil each. So Vince, go ahead. So hopefully you should get 12.
Our combat level is too high.
What?
Plus.
Alright, so hopefully this works. Vince needs a novel to kill me. Nice one, Vince. So I'll attack him first, and then he kills me slowly but surely. Alright, so that worked, guys. So he should get 168 mil now. It's probably be a most valuable Wilderness kill ever. Right, so let me start. And no, all of that bank space freed up.
168 mil.
Nice, my calculation is on point. So Vince, if you'd be so kind as to trade me now, thank you sir. Should be 180.6 mil. No! Vince, I thought I could trust you.
User has left the channel.
Thanks, man. Perfect. Much appreciated, sir. So that's the first step on the road to getting an SOS. Man, that freed up so many bank spaces. I am so grateful for Vince. I'm going to try and get rid of everything related to raids at once so that I can just write that off. And then note down that I've done X number of raids. So yeah, let's go. 17 codexes. I can sell all of these for about 15 mil each, so I'll get about 250 mil. But what I can also do is techie. So thanks to Vince for this idea, but for 25k techie you can buy a codex. So I can get what, 4 times 6, 24 codexes, a total of 41 codexes that I can sell. So let's go do that. I don't think I've been to this guy since I got the Storm Shards and Shatter ability, but let's buy the raid rewards, and right now the codex is the most profitable thing to buy, so I'm gonna buy. Can you buy X? No, you have to buy it one by one. This is gonna take a while. I'll be right back, guys. So I got 24 here, 17 there, total of 41, and when I sell it, that should be a heck of a lot of money. That should be 606 mil, even despite keeping one set of each type of acto. I've made 786 mil from doing raids without even counting the normal drops. Like, what the hell? I probably made more, to be honest, because let's see actually, how much have I made? How many codexes have I got altogether? 23 codexes, so I sold 6 before this, so that extra stuff would be worth 216 mil plus 780. If you add all of that up, including my acto, that would be almost 1 bill. Basically 1 bill. I made 1 bill from raids, not even counting the normal drops. I'm just gonna go sell all this. It might take a while, so while it's selling I'll do the next thing. Next thing, of course, is araxxor. By getting that last spider leg top, I now am able to make 3 sides, and I think the next best thing is a staff, so 1 staff I guess. So let me do that. I could also make a bit of profit by making the other staffs by buying the legs, but I'm not sure if I should do that. We'll see how much the legs are worth, and maybe I'll do that and get rid of all these eyes as well and see if I can make a profit with the web. Probably won't, but let's see. So let's take these bad boys out. Again, I gotta factor this in to my calculations later, but we shall do that. So right now I'm gonna make all of these. I think that's the most number of spider legs I've crafted at any one given time. So I'm just gonna make them into 3 sides. Yes. If I get gemmy while doing this, that would be the funniest thing. Yep. Nice. Alright, so I'm going to sell these, and whilst I'm doing that, I'm going to try and buy a few spider legs. If they're worth less than the staff, then I'm going to make the rest into staffs. I basically need to buy 6 spider legs to get rid of these eyes and these webs. I should probably do that because I'm not going to do any more araxxor, so it's not like these are placeholders. And all the sides just sold for slightly more than I thought they would. Perfect. 424 mil. Now I can buy the 6 legs I need to buy. Hopefully they're worth less than the staff and the bow. Okay, I'm definitely going to make a loss with the webs, but maybe if I put them in for a while I could break even. I want to get rid of those webs, to be honest, so I'm just going to do it anyway, even if I make a slight loss. Here we go. So by getting rid of these, this will be the 25th bank space that I free up today. 25th, that's right, 25th bank space. Let's do it. I'm so excited to be done with araxxor. Man, it feels like the end of an era. It actually is the end of an era. 1 year and a few days ago, I got my base pet. In fact, 1 year and 1 week ago I got the base pet. That was the start of my IFB series. 1 year later I'm finishing araxxor forever, starting Telos, the next step up from araxxor. That's what this is all about, to be fair. So let's sell these all. Exciting. The 3 Nox bows sold for 120.2 mil each, so I literally neither made nor lost any money on it, which is interesting. I could have made a little bit by alking it, so I guess should have put it in for a bit higher, but oh well. So total of 725.3 mil, and then we have the 41 codexes which sold for just under 15 mil each, so a total of 614.8 mil. Gain from that, that's ridiculous. So we are up to 1,340.1 mil, which is about the value of an SOS. However, it wasn't just the SOS that I wanted, was it? I also wanted a seismic wand, so that's what I did next. I went ahead and bought a seismic wand for 79.5 mil, and then I went ahead and bought myself a dragon crossbow, made the ascension bow, and sold it for a net liquidation of 74.7 mil, taking away the price of the dragon crossbow, so a total of 1,114.8 mil liquidated from my bank so far and spent 79.5 mil. Next I had to spend money on the fact that I needed a bunch of blade parts to make gizmo shells to get the P4E2s I needed to perk everything up. So that's what I did. I spent 18.6 mil, and then I also spent another 5.7 mil on the required adamant and mithril items. So a total of 103.8 mil spent. Now I was an idiot here because I tried selling the Nox staff for less and less every single time,
item, but it just wasn't selling. And instead of thinking it through, I sold it for 117 mil. Now I bought the spider legs at 120 mil, so I made about 3 mil loss for each of the 4 knock staffs that I sold. I could have just alked them. That was just stupid of me. I could have even disassembled them, to be honest. But oh well, I contributed 4 knock staffs to the RS economy by making myself a loss of 11.7 mil. That was not clever at all, but there we go. That's what happened. Now I realized I also needed a bunch more blade parts, so I decided to splurge out a bit more money, 37.2 mil on even more blade parts. So that's exactly what I did, and my total spending was now up to 141.0 mil. Now at this point the grind, the AFK grind began. I was disassembling all those items that I bought in order to get myself blade parts to make all those weapon gizmo shells in order to try and get a few P4E2s. At the end of it all, I had enough blade parts to make 2,862 weapon gizmo shells. Now if you don't know about P4E2s, it's a really rare perk that you get by putting 5 precise components into a weapon gizmo shell, and your chances of getting it are increased if you have a higher invention level. Therefore, what I also did was I made my own extreme invention potions using the mycelium webbings that I got from player-owned farms. This extreme invention potion at level 120 would increase your level by plus 17 for a full 6 minutes without dropping down, and then it would slowly drop down 1 level every minute or something like that. So I made myself a few of these. You can make them by just buying the super invention potion from the G and then adding the mycelium webbing yourself. I'm not sure about the herb law requirement, but it's definitely worth it, because previously you could only boost your invention level by 1 from 120 to 121. Now I could boost it to 137, so that technically gave me a hugely increased chance of getting P4E2s. But I had enough precise components from using the auto disassembler like a year ago or something like that. I had enough to make 2,855 attempts at getting P4E2. I had a total of 3,335 weapon gizmo shells, so I was hoping I could get quite a few. Unfortunately, in the meantime, I was trying to flip a couple of tier 92 items because I'd never really had this much cash before. So while I was doing this assembly, instead of just buying the SOS straight away, I was thinking of just waiting a bit, just trying to get a little bit of money from flipping high level items. I made about 10 mil from flipping a ZGS. It didn't take me very long, but unfortunately when I tried flipping one of the Praisal, it was kind of dropping, so I lost about 1 mil on it. It could have been much worse, to be honest, but oh well, I made about 9 mil, not much effort, no tears there. So these P4E2s took ages to make. Firstly I had to disassemble, then I had to make the weapon gizmo shells, then I had to make these gizmos with 5 precise components, disassemble them all, and then make them again. And the first one took a whopping 1,542 attempts, guys. That was ridiculous. That's how many gizmos it took me to get 1 P4E2. It was just ridiculous despite using extreme invention potions. The second one took me 401 and the third one took me 238. So a massive difference in luck there, but at the end of it all, after 2,855 attempts, I had made 3 P4E2s, so about 1 every 950 or so. Not exactly what I'd hoped using extreme invention potions, but hey, that's how luck sometimes goes. And at the end of it all, after I flipped everything, I had enough cash, so I decided to buy the remaining items I wanted to buy. The first thing being the seismic singularity, which was twice the price of a seismic wand. Ridiculous. I don't even know why. Like, what the hell? But anyway, it kind of made sense because, well, it just made sense. I did have a Chaosite rebounder in my bank, but I couldn't take the singularity out of it, so I decided to buy another one, because why not? I had enough cash. Bought it for 150.5 mil, so my total spending was now almost 300 mil, and I also wanted to get a new Kaiwei wand. The Kaiwei wand would be for my planted feet switch with Aftershock 1, so I bought that for 11 mil, and of course the Staff of Slitsuke that you saw at the start of the video, finally bought that for 1,325 mil. Tried to buy it at 1,300 something, a bit lower, but it didn't work out, so I bought it for that much. Pretty happy with that price. I mean, it is a lot lower than it was even a few months ago, so pretty happy with that. But it was the single biggest investment in my PVM career in one item. So there we are. So that's all I had. The last step was the easiest step, putting the perks on. So I used an equipment separator on my Nox staff, which was a level 20 and 1 mil item XP, to get out the P4E2 and Aftershock 3 from it. Put it on my Staff of Slitsuke. That was pretty easy. The next thing I did was augment my Seismic Wand and Singularity, put Aftershock 3 on my Seismic Wand, by disassembling a previous Kaiway one that I had, which had Aftershock 3 on it. So I got 4 Kaiway components from that as well. So I put that Aftershock 3 on my seismic wand, and I put my P4E2 that I just made on my seismic orb. Using the 4 Kaiway components, I put 3 Kaiway components and 2 Illujankan components into a weapon gizmo shell to give myself the best possible chance of getting Aftershock 1 and Planted Feet. So that was a perk that I wanted to put on my Kaiway wand, which I did, and I think that pretty much rounded it out. So that's pretty much everything I needed for Telos. I already had full Acto perked up in my bank, full Tectonic perked up in my bank. I had shields perked up in my bank already. So that's all I needed to get started with Telos. That's what I'm going to be doing, guys. It took me ages to make this video and to gather everything and to disassemble everything and to buy everything and sell everything. So big thank you to Vince. Big thank you to everyone who came to raids with me. Big thank you to all of you guys who watch all my araxxor videos, because that was my favorite boss. But now it's time to move on from araxxor to the next big solo boss in the game, Telos. I'm about 2 years late, but oh well, you gotta start sometime. There's a first time for everything. Here we go.